Felucia, known as Galush prior to the formation of the Galactic Republic, it was the headquarters of the Commerce Guild. Felucia is located in the Outer Rim in the Thanium sector of the Felucia system, and is home to the Perlemian trade route, which was very important during the Clone Wars and overall in Star Wars. Felucia was a thick, humid jungle with a variety of plants and mushrooms. The popular agricultural export was the valuable crop nysillin, which was used for healing purposes, farmed by native Felucians, home to a number of species as well, including Gelagrubs, jungle rancors, and tee-muss, and many other species. Not much can be said about Felucia's native species, the Felucians. They were mostly just peaceful farmers, growing nysillin for their crops, and lived in the plains and grasslands of Felucia. Nysillin was the main crop that Felucians harvested on Felucia. It was overall a cash crop in the Star Wars universe as well. Nysillin was a healing herb that was grown in Felucia and can be seen on many other planets, but primarily Felucia. Felucia was home to Gelagrubs, or giant Felucian ground beetles. They were large enough for mounts for clone troopers during the Clone Wars. They had semi-transparent skin and had a unique adaptations to survive the intense ultraviolet rays of the planet's sun. They metabolize UV filter chemicals from its lichen food source and distribute them to hyperdynamic ducts, affording the Gelagrubs' internal organs a natural sunscreen. This also meant that they were constantly eating, probably also why they were very large. As adults, they emerged as hard-shelled ground creatures, which had a mirror-like exoskeleton to reflect the sun rays as opposed to absorbing them. Interestingly enough, Gelagrubs were also genetically modified for the Empire when the Empire would occupy Felucia, that they used them for the Empire's needs in the food and cavalry. Felucia was also home to the horse of the Star Wars universe, tee-muss, travel and traded all over the galaxy for their durability. A domesticated species like a horse used for various tasks on Felucia by Felucians for farming nysillin or farming crops on the overall, and again for trade and travel. Tee-muss was kind of a do-it-all horse or ox-like species in the Star Wars universe. Felucia was also home to jungle rancors or hunter rancors, which was a subspecies native to Felucia. They had long arms, intimidating stature, powerful jaws, and an armored body. Large heads and a body more like a shell made them more like a turtle or a reptile. Uniquely faster and keener sense of smell as well. We presume that jungle rancors were of course the alpha predator on Felucia for their size, power, stature. Finally, a species not native to Felucia, Acklays, can be seen on Felucia and can thrive on the planet. While they are native to Geonosis, they can be seen on numerous planets, and Felucia being one of them. The 501st has an encounter with them, which you can see in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Felucia was colonized by the Gozm species. The Gozms pressured the native Felucian tribes into expanding their farming operations by clearing large swaths of jungle, clearing enough to even build the capital city of K2Al, which was the capital of the Commerce Guild, which was very important for the Perlemian trade route. And again, that was very important for farming and agriculture and smuggling routes as well. And Felucia was, of course, again, a high interest planet during all time periods of Star Wars. I think what makes Felucia pretty interesting is that it's a fan favorite, and it's one that all Star Wars fans know, despite it's seen very little in Star Wars. You know, we get a couple seconds to episode 3, and there's only a couple episodes in the Clone Wars, but everyone knows what Felucia is, whether that's from reading the books, playing the video games. We all know and love Felucia, and that's why I think Felucia is a great planet in the Star Wars universe. And until next video, goodbye.